Okay, if you know about roller coasters, you've probably heard about the age-old tale of the dangers of roller coasters. Now, roller coasters are killing machines that endanger the safety of riders. However, this isn't entirely true. Roller coasters in the media have been advertised showing them as breaking down or sensationalizing 1 in a million incidents, creating an irrational fear among people. But behind all the death and danger, roller coasters are some of the safest machines. So this week we're going to go over the safety of roller coasters. While roller coasters might seem like out-of-control trains on a track, roller coasters are actually complicated machinery with tons of technology and programming and intricate mechanisms to keep you safe. You've probably seen a video or a story on the news of a roller coaster getting stuck on the hill. However, this isn't as bad as it seems. This is actually an intended mechanism, and it shows the ride is working as intended. This thought could mean a few things. One, a guest has pulled a phone or another object out that can endanger riders. The other reason a train may stop is the ride has detected an error somewhere in the programming, which most likely is that a train hasn't moved far enough from the other train. This mechanism is called a block zone. A block zone is a section of track that one train may occupy at a time. At the end of a block zone is a method to stop a train in case the block zone ahead is occupied. This is a safety system that stops roller coaster trains from bumping into each other. One of the most common fears among people is falling out of a roller coaster, but there are many reasons why this won't happen. First, let's address the myth that the over-shoulder restraints are more safe than lap bars. While in theory this might sound true, in reality it isn't. Both lap bars and over-the-shoulder restraints use the same mechanisms, either ratchet or hydraulic. First we'll talk about ratchet. Ratchet restraints work similarly to anti-rollbacks, which we'll address later on. They use a pin and a toothy gear to lock in the restraints, making it able to go down but not come up. The other version of restraints is hydraulic. How these work without getting too in-depth is there's a hydraulic cylinder attached to the lap bar, which uses the pressure of the hydraulic cylinders to keep it in place without being able to move it out. These restraints would take tens and thousands of pounds of force to undo, keeping you, the rider, safe and in your seat. Next, we'll talk about anti-rollbacks. These are found on chain lifts, and are what produce the iconic click-clack sound of a roller coaster. To explain it simply, when you're going up a hill, the sound you hear is the sound of what is called the chain dog, which is a spring-loaded piece of metal that clicks with the anti-rollbacks. The anti-rollbacks are a tooth that makes the dog able to slide forward, but can't slide backwards. While roller coasters may seem like dangerous, out-of-control machines, there is so much engineering that goes into them to keep you safe. For everything that can go wrong, there are many mechanisms and fail-safes to back it up to ensure that doesn't happen. And at the end of the day, you, the rider, is not smarter than the engineer who is specialized in making sure you are safe. Because at the end of the day, if it wasn't safe, you wouldn't be allowed to ride. Companies would be sued non-stop for endangering riders, and they don't want that. So while these accidents are uncommon, when they do happen, it's going to be everywhere. So just remember, at the end of the day, all of the technology keeping you, the rider, safe and in your seat.